Okay, we are almost ready to wrap up the Photoshop end of things and move over into GoLive. The last thing we have left to do is to format those testimonial images so that the 5 of them that we have are ready to be placed over into GoLive. Right. So we got to kind of crop them down and readjust some of their sizes and colors. Right. So Rob, why don't you go ahead and show us how we're going to do this?
Okay. All right. Well, let's see. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually create a new document. I don't need this layer slice anymore. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to determine exactly what size I need, put a selection mask around it. We were being so careful earlier. Let's zoom in one more time.
Are you going to keep the border on this one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I am. And just want to make sure I get that drop shadow in there.
Gotcha.
And now I'm going to use this kind of as my guide. Mm-hmm. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually flatten this image.
Okay.
Now we can go back and undo this. Don't panic.
Yeah, because this takes all of our layers and turns into a single image.
Right. This will squash the entire document.
Yeah.
But okay. Okay. Now I'm going to copy this out, hitting Control-C.
Good old Control-C.
Hitting Control-N to make a new document. Mm-hmm. It is already the correct dimensions. It's using the clipboard data. And I'm going to hit Control-V to paste them in there.
Nice.
Now, before I do anything else, I'm going to go back
and undo that flattening.
And undo that flattening.
Yeah.
And so, one more time, you might have to go to your history palette to do that.
Right.
And so here we are. We have all of our layers back. Okay. Now I'm going to minimize this guy.
Yep.
And bring back. Oops. The wrong one. Bring back the wrong one. Okay, this one.
Okay.
All right. Let's make a space to work in. And now I'm going to open all my images.
Okay. Now we should already have Shirley.
Right. We've done Shirley already, so I don't have to select her. I can just select her. So we just got to do these 4.
Bruce
oh, right. That's right. We got Bruce. So
we just need Jacob, Jameson, and the strong guy.
Right. So I'm going to open all those. All right. And boy, are they spooky.
Yeah, he's scary.
Let me...
He's got a great quote, though, if you haven't read it yet.
No, I don't think I have. I'm going to copy him. Mm-hmm. Paste him. Now, let's turn him off for a second.
Yeah, so he's a little big.
Yeah, he's a little big. We're going to use our... we're going to make it an area for him to live in.
Okay. So make a layer mask?
I could...
What do you got in mind?
I think what I have in mind is pretty much the same thing. I'm just going to copy this. And, well, actually, no, I'm going to hit delete. Mm-hmm. No, we got Bruce in there. Well, I need to keep Bruce. No. We've already done Bruce.
Now I'm confused.
Now I'm confused. Now I'm confusing myself. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Let me stop talking for a second.
All right.
Okay. Now I'm ready. We have Bruce.
This moment of silence brought to you by Rob.
We have Bruce. And we're going to keep Bruce. I'm going to duplicate Bruce's layer so we can keep him.
Okay.
Let's call him
I'm starting to see where this is going now.
And I'm going to use this as a mask. And I'm going to call him Photo Mask.
Gotcha.
And I'm going to hit delete. And now we have a hole, even though you don't see it. I'm going to bring the photo mask on top, and now you can see the guy through it.
Look at you go.
And that way we don't have to do a layer mask on each of the guys.
Sure.
This guy will just sit up on top the whole time.
We got a little white frame around everybody as we size them up.
Right. And so let's add one more thing here. Bruce was black and white, of course. So we can go into our, what is that called? The
adjustment layers.
Adjustment layers.
Yeah.
Hue saturation. We're going to make them black and white. Just knock down saturation with the brightness.
I'm just thinking. We'll see.
Oh, you mean down below?
Maybe.
Well, no, there won't.
Okay.
Because he's sitting on top.
Okay.
You were thinking about the blue, weren't you?
Yeah, I was thinking about the blue.
Yeah, if we put that on top of the blue.
You got me.
Then you got a problem.
You win.
But the blue sits on top this time.
Ah, well.
Blue wins.
Yeah.
Okay. So now he's black and white.
Cool.
And everything that sits underneath is going to be black and white. So I can go ahead and shrink him down.
Oh, he flew away. You could probably turn on his opacity, too, to adjust his size so that it kind of matched up with Bruce. Or you could just
No, that's a good idea. Let's turn down our opacity to about 50%. And now they're kind of overlapping.
Yeah.
And it's not going to fit exactly.
No.
But at least you can get them eye level.
You can get it close, yeah.
If you can get them eye level, that's pretty much all I can hope for.
Right. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah.
So hit enter, turn the opacity back up.
Nice.
Okay. So what's his name? Do we know?
Strong guy.
Strong guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Strong. I'm strong.
Strong bad.
Okay. One down. Now all we'd have to do is select. Well, we can move. We can just use our moving technique as we did earlier.
Yeah, we can just keep doing it this way.
He's already black and white.
Creepy. How easy this is getting.
No, I didn't make him transparent, and I don't know if it'll let me do it. Oh, it will. Nice. Make him 50%.
Yeah, we're not going to be able to shrink him down too much.
Right. That's his...
Because his neck will cut off.
Right. But you can get an idea of where it's going.
Yeah.
You can't raise it any higher than this without retouching. Turn the opacity back up.
Very nice.
And this fellow is... Do we know?
No, I don't.
He's Jameson. Okay.
James.
We don't need Jameson anymore.
Jimmy.
Jameson. Okay. We're going to do the same thing.
This guy's scary looking. I mean, I thought the strong guy was scary looking, but this guy...
Yeah. Now, in this case, we don't need to change his opacity because this is all the image we have. He's really tightly cropped. And so we're just going to use pretty much the whole thing.
He reminds me of like a real live lawn gnome.
You know, I think this guy was in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, wasn't he? He had an axe, little short dude.
Yeah. And his name is Jacob.
That's right.
Okay.
His name is not Gimli.
Jacob. Okay, so there we have it. We have our 1, 2, 3, 4 guys ready to go.
And Shirley's already done, so we don't need to worry about her.
Well, you know what?
Or do you want to do her?
We should redo her just because...
Because we have this new format.
We have a new size.
I gotcha.
And that'll make her...
So we need to go ahead and get Shirley.
Well, that'll make her for sure fit.
Yeah.
And we can get her from there, from that directory. And we're going to use this one. And we're going to flatten her because we've actually filled in this background. She had a white background before.
Right.
And we'll move her over. Close.
Nah,
nope.
It doesn't matter.
Don't need that. Let's make her 50%.
Shirley.
And I'm going to turn off...
Oh, now that's just a creepy image, man.
We don't want to save it like that.
Because Shirley's kind of cute. Now you're like overlapping her with scary lawn gnome guy.
I turned off all the other guys because really Bruce is the one that had the same kind of matching.
Yeah.
So I'm going to... That's too small? Better.
Wow. It got really close, actually.
Yeah, that's...
kind of scary.
That's almost too scary.
I'm afraid.
Okay. Turn that opacity back up. And that's good.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to start saving.
Okay.
Now, usually if I got a giant stack of photos like this, I'll save this as a Photoshop file just so I can add and subtract photos at any other time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now I want to try something.
Sure.
Please
go ahead.
I usually don't push people out of the way, but I noticed she's like holding this folder in this image, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it looks kind of weird with our frame here across the bottom.
Right.
So
that's good.
I just want to see if this, like, we could grab all of this down here. Let's hit Control T, and then just see if we can kind of stretch this out. Now we're actually stretching the image, but nobody's going to really notice.
Right. No one's going to see that.
Press Enter and Control D, and look at that. We killed off the folder, and no one will ever know.
No one will ever
It's our little secret.
Very nice. Okay, so let's start saving.
Yeah, I guess we're done.
Yeah, save for web.
Good old save for web.
And these are all going to be JPEGs.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to leave the qualities.
We could tweak a little bit.
We could tweak a little. They're pretty tiny.
Yeah.
5K a piece, so that's not bad at all. I'm going to leave it at 40.
It's 5.8K. That's not bad.
Right? I think that's good. So
save.
Now we'll have to name these individually. So we'll actually go into the images folder and start saving.
So this will be Shirley.
Shirley.
There's no J in Shirley.
Right. And then I think that's okay. It's 6K, but I think it'll be okay.
That was Jacob.
Jacob. This fellow was...
Jameson, I think.
Jameson.
And that's just strong guy. We might reassociate the pictures with the quotes.
The actual
anyway,
quotes,
so
right.
yeah,
We can rename this.
It doesn't really matter. It's just ways to differentiate the photos. Because you can't just say, like, man and girl.
Right. Bruce. Okay,
right.
And now you're done.
So that's everybody. And with that, I suppose we're ready to jump on over into Adobe GoLive and start actually constructing our site.
Okay.
All right, thanks a lot.